Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk, and we got another TD replay here. Another guest help from Nona Manidis, a 13-year player. He's in his Su-130 PM, the Skorpiansky, which is essentially the Russian kind of version of the Scorpion TD. You know, the Scorpion, German Scorpion was a massively popular TD when it came out. Decent mobility, nice accuracy, although soft stats kind of stunk, but it also had a bit of a turret on it. This thing is the Russian equivalent of that Wargaming pushed out after they saw the massive success of the Scorpion. They figured every nation should have something like it. At least the Russians should. But it's more of a 1/3 turret kind of idea. I don't even know if it goes 90 degrees to the side, but it does have a bit of a turret, and that is a massive advantage in this game, especially if you're a TD. It's a very soft TD, doesn't have a lot of armor, decent mobility, and a pretty accurate gun for a Soviet gun. And I don't know what the alpha is. 520, which is pretty good. He's running an IRM, a bounty version. He has an improved rammer and binocs. That is definitely a different setup. We are in a tier 9 battle. We're middle tier. Let's see what we're doing. We're on Himmel's Live Oaks Dorf in the north spawn. So I think spawn number 1, I think. And we're going to head down to the tracks. Probably support the tracks. I don't know if I would go forward. I had a replay with Pilgrim. He was running his RHM, which is a very similar kind of play style of tank. Maybe yesterday or a few days ago. You'll have seen that. A different map, obviously, right here. And we discussed the idea that you can be aggressive in these things, but you've got to be massively careful. So we're going to get this mid spot here. We're going to kind of knock down a bunch of trees to help out with our camo. Okay. Well, there you go. So he's thinking this is a good spot to hang out. On this map, in general, the purple spawn has an advantage on the tracks. But it will depend on if they're aggressive or not. The green team, Nona's team, has an advantage in the city, positions-wise. And again, it depends on how aggressive they are. There's also where the tanks go. Peugeot 66, that is depressing. That the Peugeot 66 Tier 9 Heavy is positioned there. It's a terrible spot for it. But let's see what he does. Maybe he turns into a hero from that spot. What that means is, I think the city can tell as well. They're not super aggressive. They're trying to figure out where the enemy team is going, because the last thing you want to do is get outflanked in the city with some TDs. At least the T95 is super strong in armor, and the XM57 pretty strong in armor, but also has a bit of a turret thing going on. So looks like they're going to hang back though. Tier 8 medium AP working in the city. We lost our Hellcat, and it looks like Nona has noticed that the enemy team hasn't pushed up. Now this is what you're looking for, guys. In a situation, in a tank, a tiering like Nona has here, he's noticed that his team has moved up, and the purple team is not interested in taking the dip. So he's going to come up and support. I like this decision. It's a great decision right here. I will warn you on this. Be careful about moving up too early, because sometimes the enemy team is just sort of getting their shit together. And one of the things that might be keeping them from pushing is they've got something like a T95 or a Jagdtiger or something slow that just hadn't got there yet. It is a bummer. You push into that dip with just a couple tanks. Nice kill right there. Thinking you've got them and they haven't really pushed, and next thing you know, there's 3 mediums and a couple big slow TDs that show up, and they just go up and over and crush it. So it's a game about time and positioning. That is bad. XM57 is dead. The city does not look like it's doing very well. We have a T95 over there, but we don't know what its hit points are. We'll keep an eye on that. You see that T95 go down. That sucked. Somebody just blind shot that, I think. When you go back to the same spot you just shot somebody from, and you were lit, and you're a TD, somebody may guess that. Now that was the G-SOR, oh, it was the 1010. Alright, so look, you can see the T10 bugged out. So he took a max. You know, he may not even been in draw range when he shot that. He just shot it into the bush. I mean, he can visually see the bush on his computer screen. Even if you're not in draw range, you can still get hit. As long as the shell doesn't have a range limit. Some of the lower tier shells do have range limits. So the shells will travel outside of that outer ring. You just line it up on the bush, and as long as you can see the bush and the relative altitudes, I guess. We're going to kind of do the same thing here. There we go. So he just did that, just blind shot. Although that was inside draw range, so at least he had a highlight on him. Notice that the town just lost. So here we go. Nona's going to use some of the mobility of the Sioux to get back. I will tell you that your tank isn't too slow. You are. Just internalize that. It's true. Any tank can get back if they turn around soon enough or realize the situation soon enough. And I only say that just to say that, you know, continuing to push when you probably could have got back and then saying, well, I'm too slow. Well, don't do that, you know. Obviously, if he was already pushing up and over into the purple cap, then he might not be able to get back and affect this whole fight. I would have gone for the lower plate there. Or go to heat. We're going to get a nice shot here. This is going to be lovely. Nice. 481. Gotta love it. Reload, reload. Oh, you hate it when they fix because you're like, all right, when's he going to disappear behind something? Maybe right now? Oh, no, he's gone. Oh, no! Somebody else got him. SDA2, you gotta like it. The enemy team's just making dumb mistakes. Dumb ways to die. They're just pushing up over like Muppets. You know, look, maybe the Progetto 66 has made the most genius move of all time. I believe, I wasn't paying attention very closely, but did we not just have a bozo push down here in the south that just got wiped out? I believe so. I do believe so. Progetto's dead. Alright, so he didn't last long sitting there, did he? Kind of got some lights and then got wrecked, because the problem with that spot is there's just so many crossfire spots, especially when the enemy team owns most of the map now. So many directions to shoot from. So is Nona going to go back down the track? So we're talking about a 34 GFT and something else down there. I don't know which one it is. Oh, there we go. Got this guy. That was a dumb push. Dumb ways to die. It's just take advantage. Never interrupt the enemy while they're making a mistake, my friends. Leopard PTA wants to push. Well, shoot him. That's good. I think he's behind that building right there would be my guess. I would start getting really nervous about something showing up on my left side here. They have to be pretty quickly. Yag Tiger. Alright, well, he's got a lot of hit points, doesn't he? Oh, that shot went in. There it is. Alright, so you got a 34 2 GFT ABC 123. He is a one shot, but he may have a Cheeto SP friend. So walking into both of those and then maybe getting the attention of the artillery is not great. There's the bloody Cheeto, but the STA2 is pushing with you. All right, this is a good opportunity, fellas. This is where we can start to pay attention to count noses. It's easier to do when there's less tanks on the field, but we know where 4 of them are. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, well, we've never seen the AMX CDA 105, so that's the wild card. Is he there with the Cheeto SP and the 34-2? I don't know. That's tricky. But if we can jump these two and take them down, we have more firepower. We could be in really good shape right here. So, are we going to lead it? Are we going to maybe try to sneak a shot? What the heck? That was already all right. I'm surprised you didn't get lit there, to be honest with you. Oh, AMX is here. All right, good. So somebody get in there and take these guys out. There you go. Make that push. Follow them up. Follow them up. Go, 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 go. There you go. Isolate single tanks and kill them together. Nice. Boy, I see. All right. I wouldn't have done that. Because look at that. You got there'll be guys over here with shots on you. I think I'd have gone down and up just to get away. And maybe you cut that way because you were worried about the line of sight from the SMV. Maybe. But we just drive right down anyway, so I'm not sure you're thinking about it. Yeah, this is not the time to keep pushing. We've got to go back because we certainly have the Yag Tiger over there, and the SMV is probably posted up in the middle somewhere still in a bush. And the STA2 pushes, because why not? Oh, the Yag Tiger has done us a massive, massive favor by pushing. Makes you wonder if he's got backup. Oh, he does. The SMB's with him. All right, he's got it. So maybe we can gank. Oh, no. Oh, no. There he is. Oh no. Wait. That was tempting, though, wasn't it? It was very tempting, I think, for him to push forward and try to get rid of the Jagdtiger, but I think this was the smarter decision right here. Nope, look out, Artie. Whoa, all right, they're interesting. There Artie is in the north part of the map. The M12 is up there on the A row. The AMX-30 is making a bold move behind them. The STA, there's the AMX, CDA 105. He's showed up because the AMX AP made that move. Oof. Oh, that sucked. Artie didn't know what to do. He was in a kerfuffle. So the STA-2 got that guy. And all of a sudden now we're the ones getting isolated. You see how fast that turned? Based on where everybody went? Oh, that sucks. Did we bounce that? Oh my goodness. Does he not know we're here? Okay, what? What is he doing? Okay. That was odd. Oh, we did hit the Jagdtiger. For some reason I thought he missed. Alright. I misassessed what was going on. Oh geez, this guy's just coming at us. He's got an autoloader. We really don't want to bounce off his turret. Maybe the M12 can get a shot on him, but probably... Oh, he did. Nice. Now he's definitely a one-shot, so that's beautiful. He's turned around. Is he actually turned around? Oh, that's not very smart. Man, I would have just turned towards where this guy was coming from. Because he knows he's got a reload on the M12. AMX got out of the trouble. Okay, so we killed the Jagdtiger, didn't we? 3,599. We've got 4 minutes and 46 seconds, and we got to track down an AMX CDA, who has now just killed the MX-30. Now the MX-30 needs to click from where that came from. Never mind, it came from right there. Well, he's just out in the open. He's hating life now. Last kill. Oh, rushed it. Got behind, and he killed the STA-2. Oof. Oh, we're going to get lit here. There he goes. Oh, he's not. Nice. There you go. That's a skill to have, fellas. Pay attention to the line of sight, the relative line of sight across the screen. If they do go dark, a little bit of lead fire on where you think he's going to be, and you can get shots like that. Nicely done, man. 6 kills for a Top Gun. 3,599. Very slow start. Lots of reactions. A lot of back and forth. A close game. You got to like it. Both teams doing their best to try to figure it out. Both teams were able to isolate guys. I thought the MX was going to get killed, but he ended up surviving that. Nicely done him. And I really thought that they had missed the Jagdtiger, but they killed him. I think he got double tapped in there. He had a lot of hit points, but he did not last very long. Thanks for sending that in, Nona. That was a good game. Well done on that. That is a pretty good tank. All I've got for today. See ya.